Welcome to Weird to Know's Mega Quiz. 25 mind-blowing facts about space and the universe. Every single one is real. 10 seconds each. Let's see how many you can get. On the planet Venus, a single day is longer than what? A Venusian year.
Venus rotates so slowly that one full spin takes 243 Earth days, but its orbit around the Sun only takes 225. So technically, a Venus day is longer than its year. It also rotates backwards compared to most planets.
Jupiter's Great Red Spot is a storm that has been raging continuously for at least how long? Over 350 years.
The storm was first observed through telescopes in the 1660s and may have existed long before that. It's so large that 2 or 3 Earths could fit inside it side by side, though it's been slowly shrinking in recent decades.
The footprints left by Apollo astronauts on the moon will likely remain unchanged for approximately how long? Millions of years.
The moon has no wind, no rain, and no atmosphere to disturb the surface. The Apollo footprints, flags, and tire tracks will stay almost perfectly preserved until eventually erased by micrometeorite impacts over millions of years.
Saturn is the only planet in our solar system that could theoretically do what? If you had a big enough bathtub? Float on water.
Saturn is mostly hydrogen and helium gas, making it less dense than water. Its average density is about 0.7 grams per cubic centimeter, while water is 1.0. Of course, you'd need a bathtub larger than 95 Earths to test this.
The Sun contains what approximate percentage of the total mass of our solar system? Over 99%.
The Sun makes up 99.86% of all mass in our solar system. Jupiter accounts for most of the remaining 1400ths. Every other planet, moon, asteroid, and comet combined is essentially a rounding error.
A teaspoon of material from a neutron star would weigh approximately how much on Earth? Six billion tons.
Neutron stars are the collapsed cores of massive stars, packed so densely that a sugar cube-sized amount weighs as much as Mount Everest. Their gravity is so intense that light itself bends visibly around them.
Jupiter has how many known moons? More than any other planet in our solar system? Around 95.
As of recent counts, Jupiter has 95 confirmed moons, with new ones still being discovered. Saturn is its closest competitor at 146, though most of those are tiny moonlets. Jupiter's 4 largest moons were discovered by Galileo in 1610.
The tallest mountain in our solar system, Olympus Mons on Mars, is roughly how tall compared to Mount Everest? Almost 3 times.
Olympus Mons rises about 22 kilometers above the Martian surface, nearly 3 times the height of Everest. It's also wider than the entire state of Arizona. The mountain is a shield volcano, like the ones forming Hawaii, but on a vastly larger scale.
According to multiple astronauts, the inside of an airlock returning from a spacewalk smells like what? Burnt steak.
Astronauts have consistently described the smell as seared meat, hot metal, or welding fumes. The leading theory is that it comes from polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, molecules created by dying stars that drift everywhere in space.
Astronomers have identified planets where atmospheric pressure may rain down what precious material? Diamonds.
On gas giants like Neptune and Uranus, intense pressure converts atmospheric methane into pure carbon, which then crystallizes into diamonds, as it falls toward the planet's core. Some estimates suggest entire oceans of liquid diamond may exist deep inside.
Despite Hollywood movies, what would a massive explosion in space actually sound like? Nothing.
Sound requires a medium like air or water to travel through. Space is a near-perfect vacuum, so no sound waves can propagate. A supernova bright enough to outshine an entire galaxy would be completely silent to anyone watching from orbit.
The moon is slowly moving away from Earth at about what rate per year? About 3.8 centimeters.
Ocean tides act like a slight brake on Earth's rotation, transferring rotational energy to the moon and pushing it outward. About 1.5 billion years from now, the moon will be too far away to create total solar eclipses.
Our Milky Way galaxy is currently on a collision course with what other galaxy? Andromeda.
The two galaxies are approaching at about 110 kilometers per second and will fully merge in roughly 4.5 billion years. Don't worry, galaxies are mostly empty space, so almost no individual stars will actually collide.
The Voyager 1 probe, launched in 1977, is currently how far from Earth? Over 15 billion miles.
It became the first human-made object to enter interstellar space in 2012. Voyager is still transmitting data, though its signal now takes more than 22 hours to reach us. It will keep drifting silently through space for billions of years.
Despite being the closest planet to the Sun, Mercury is not the hottest planet. Which one is? Venus.
Mercury has almost no atmosphere, so heat escapes quickly and temperatures plunge to minus 180 degrees Celsius at night. Venus has a thick carbon dioxide atmosphere that traps heat, a runaway greenhouse effect, keeping its surface at a hellish 460 degrees Celsius around the clock.
Astronomers estimate there are more stars in the observable universe than what common Earth measurement? Grains of sand.
There are an estimated 200 sextillion stars in the observable universe. That's a 2 followed by 23 zeros. By comparison, all the sand on all of Earth's beaches and deserts adds up to roughly 7.5 quintillion grains. Stars win by a factor of 25,000.
The International Space Station orbits Earth at roughly what speed? (17,500 miles per hour).
At that speed, the ISS completes a full orbit every 90 minutes. Astronauts on board see the sun rise and set 16 times every day. The station has been continuously occupied by humans since November of the year 2000.
Near a black hole, what slows down due to extreme gravity? Time itself.
This is called gravitational time dilation. The closer you get to a black hole, the slower time passes relative to a distant observer. 1 hour near a black hole could equal years on Earth, the basis for the famous scene in Interstellar.
Earth-based ancient astronomers saw the moon as much larger than we see it now. For what real reason? It was closer.
When the moon formed about 4.5 billion years ago, it was roughly 22,500 kilometers away, about 10 times closer than today. It would have appeared enormous in the sky, and Earth's tides would have been hundreds of meters tall.
Pluto was discovered in 1930. It still hasn't completed how much around the Sun? One full orbit.
A single orbit of Pluto takes about 248 Earth years. Since its discovery 95 years ago, Pluto has only traveled about a third of the way around the Sun. It won't complete its first observed full orbit until the year 2178.
A NASA spacesuit, designed to keep an astronaut alive in the vacuum of space, costs approximately how much? Around $150 million.
Each suit is essentially a personal spacecraft with life support, communications, temperature control, radiation shielding, and pressure regulation. The current generation is based on a design from the 1970s and has been used for hundreds of spacewalks.
A single supernova can briefly outshine what? An entire galaxy.
A supernova releases more energy in a few weeks than our Sun will emit in its entire 10 billion year lifetime. The brightest can outshine the combined light of all 100 billion stars in their host galaxy, visible from across the universe.
When you look at distant stars, you're actually seeing them how they appeared when? In the past.
Light takes time to reach us. The Sun you see is 8 minutes old. The nearest star beyond is 4 years old. Some stars we see no longer exist. They died centuries ago, but their light is just now arriving at Earth.
Sunsets on Mars appear what surprising color? Blue.
Mars has fine red dust that scatters red light away, leaving blue light to reach the eye near the Sun, the exact opposite of Earth. So during the day, Martian sky looks butterscotch, but around the setting sun, it shifts to a striking pale blue.
Uranus is unusual among planets because it rotates while doing what? Lying on its side.
Uranus is tilted at about 98 degrees, essentially rolling around the Sun on its side. Astronomers think a massive collision early in its history knocked it over. Its poles take turns pointing directly at the Sun for decades at a time.
That's a wrap. If you got more than 15 right, you really know your universe. Hit subscribe for a new mega quiz every Saturday. See you next time.